Yo, what is going on, everybody? So today we got huge news for Holy War, and basically Alfrex dropped a new video on the game's common magics, fire and ice, something like that, and he basically went over a little bit of the progression. He showed us how the game has come over the past couple years. You know, honestly, bro, in my personal opinion, if the game would have dropped a couple years ago, bro, it would have been hot garbage. Thank God they took the time, revamped it a couple times, you know, and now we here. I think that this is probably going to be one of the best games to ever touch the platform in all of history. No glaze, but you know, let's just get into my reaction to the video.
Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you turn notifications on, and make sure you smash that fucking bell button because we are so fucking bad. Now, first of all, I'd like to apologize, obviously, because I was meant to be posting lots and lots after the game came out. But one, as you can see by the new setup, I have moved into a new crib. Two, obviously, there was some.
Let's get the Yap Fest.
All right, that's enough flexing. Let's get to the
Thank
business
God.
of fucking hand. But essentially, what I want to do was like, you know how initially when I start making videos on the game, but we're going about the way of doing it where like the smallest little thing, like let's say we complete a new magic or XYZ, I post a video of that on my channel. We're gonna get back to doing that. So that's what this really is. And
God,
also at the same
bro.
time, in the movie.
No, cause bro, we have been starved, my brother. The movie wasn't enough, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a bean.
Yeah, actually forgot to show you guys the ice magic and blaze magic, so I decided I'm gonna do
the
it.
common magics.
And then obviously don't worry, the whole like.
I think I've used blaze magic
you
before.
know,
Yes, I'm a tester. Yes, I've played the game before.
You know, the little sneak towards the Caesar boss, which is like, because obviously inside of the movie we had like the smaller bosses, which was like the Minotaur was one of the smallest bosses in the game. But you know, the big fucking niggas, you know what I'm talking about, the big niggas. Yeah, like the big Caesar boss. That's what I'm gonna be going ahead and showing you guys. Well, the teaser to that. And then yeah, okay. But yeah, all in all, I'm going to be uploading a lot more frequently on the channel, whether it be a small video, whether it be a big video. But when there's something big, like, you know, movie 2 or like a massive boss fight showcase,
movie 2
like pivotal to the you know, the game or some shit, then I'll announce it to everyone in the server first. You know, we'll have a little bit of a, you know, aura farming time. Yeah, a bit of like, you know, a period while I prepare you guys for it, and then I'll release that. But as for now, you know, we're gonna go ahead and just be posting again. And I'm also gonna be posting on the second channel as well. Also, by the way, applications for Capybara Tester have just finished getting read. Can you guys comment down below whether you guys want to see the VC app, because they're now to the VC application stage, and we're wondering if you want to make this prioritized, or if you guys want to get involved and like watch down, and we'll do it in like a stage VC, so you guys can see how the process of all of it goes down. Also, the normal tester package thing, that's still on sale, by the way, because a lot of you guys were asking, and then like, I mean, a lot of people are still buying it.
Oh my God, he's yapping, bro.
Still on sale because premium went off sale. On the job at the moment. Game looks great, and I was meant to meet up with you last month, done, but obviously busy with Holy War shit and also moving into.
Oh my God, 5 minutes a yap.
The next 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
All right, Ice. When I clap, I want you to say yes back. All right, so that way I can synchronize your shit. All right, I'm gonna clap and
yes. Yes. Yes.
Good boy.
Oh, I knew you were gonna do that. I was wondering like if I could just ignore you, but I was like, you know, alright. I'm gonna remember that. I hope you realize. Like, I'm gonna remember.
Bro, I saw this coming from a mile away, bro.
I was like, I was gonna.
Bro, show us the game.
I hope you have that.
Bro, what is this, bro? Like, show us the fucking game.
Okay, I'm okay, yeah. Ready. What I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys is the first move. Now, the first move for break magic. Obviously, I'm not gonna show you guys the entire magic showcase. Can you guys stop sliding around the fucking ground? The first move of break magic, I'm gonna show you guys that as an example, but obviously I'm gonna save the break magic and the thunderbolt for the, you know, the mythical magic showcase. Now, the first move, evidently for break, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the amount of effort we had to go through in order to make it look good in game. Now, obviously, as you guys have seen over the years, we actually made 7 deadly sins look good. And inside of the show, Dreyfus's magic break, it's kind of hard to formulate how to make it work in a game because it's literally just a beam of light. I'm gonna pop it on the screen for you here quickly. But yeah, the first move, we actually found a way to make it actually look good in game. So that's a great testament to Fenny to be able to actually make the VFX plausible in the game. Right, and as for the first move, basically, so obviously with all the magics in game as well, if you press it once, or if you hold it, or if you use in the air, it all changes a bit. So the first move for break, though, there is no aerial different variant for it. Though. You see that? You see that? Beautiful. Absolutely fucking. Oh no, I can't show this part.
Wow, looked like a guard break.
All right, now we're gonna stop fucking around. We're gonna move on to the blaze and ice stuff, because I am aware that I think in the intro I did yap a fair amount, but obviously that was some information I had to get out to you guys. So we're gonna speed through this as quickly as possible. All right, now as me and Ice were going through earlier, we actually went through and looked at a lot of the old blaze stuff, and I mean old blaze stuff. I'm talking like 2-3 years ago, oldest, earliest phase of blaze for Holy War X. Now, obviously, we've had to go through a complete rendition of the way that we approach these moves, because one, we no longer call it fire magic, it is now blaze magic because it comes straight from SDS. Now, obviously, as I was telling you earlier, what we had to do with SDS, because it does look so shit and the animation was so poor, is we had to take it, then make it our own version, and then boost it the fuck up through the roof. And that's what we've done with Blaze. So obviously, Kane from the Vizel Festival, from you SDS fans will know, we've actually taken his magic, and then that's actually the new human fire or Blaze magic. So the first move that you guys used to see as the firebolt magic, where you throw your fireball, yeah, that's changed to actually Infernal Incantation, which is actually used inside the series as well, which is also a combo extender. So you see, not only, so you can also hold this move as well, by the way. So you hold it,
that's pretty dope.
And also, if you can use it as a combo extender, whilst also like putting a burn proc on them. So obviously the different kind of procs you can put on someone, we have specific procs that can change the part entirely dependently on the magic that you're using, or the weapon you're using. Let's say for love magic included, we actually made an entirely different status effect just for that magic alone. So yeah, there's a bunch of different effects and different things that can happen to you in game. Let's say, I think for fire is probably the easiest to just get off it, you can just roll out of it. But let's say, like if you're hit with corrosion while you're on the floor and while you're knocked out already, your body's gonna dissolve into just your bones and shit, and you kind of just wither away. But yeah, moving on swiftly.
The old game looks so fucking buns, bro. Holy shit.
So we're gonna go ahead and show you the second move. The Ignition Fist is one of the moves that I don't think, actually no, we did change this. Everything has been changed. So before it was like kind of just a ground slam, but now it's like a whole it's now like a not a combo extender, but you can use it after a combo and deal a bunch of fucking damage, especially if you want to get someone the fuck away from you. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it goes through block as well, by the way.
Sounds like Fire Force.
Moving on swiftly,
I think that's
well.
the inspo.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and show you what the old second move was as well, and also like you can really tell like the kind of quality, like VFX wise, and also practicality in the way that we use the moves as well. Oh my god, so good. Turn your fucking sound off and recording the video.
That was going so smooth as well.
It was going so smoothly. Shut
I'm
up.
so sorry.
Sorry about the intrusion. Moving on swiftly. Now we've got the fucking chain kick. Chain kick, obviously, I think when it comes to, because obviously I think a lot of you guys do know that when it comes to Holy War X right now, the way that we change the combat, it is not only PvP oriented, but PvE oriented. Blaze is one of those magics where not only is it like sorted for PvP, because obviously you got your combo extenders, you got the like your heavy hitters like the Ignition Fist as well, but then I think Chain Kick is one of those moves where it's actually probably a lot more PvE oriented, because when I'm using this, it's actually quite hard to aim, but you have to kind of like, because you can't really see where the fuck you're going, but also at the same time it is a block breaker. It will go through your block, and then when you hit down it's AoE damage. But then moving on swiftly as well, when it comes to like with your PvE stuff, so if I've got lock on, because obviously right now in game you can only use lock on PvE on NPCs
10 minutes in already, bro.
Make it like a bit harder for when it comes to PvP. So when I'm using this, you are not getting away from this. A PvE, and the NPC is not getting away from that, because I've got my lock on you. You are not leaving that move. So it's one of actually my favorite moves, because yeah, it's one of those moves that I can get away from people if I want to, if I'm in PvE, or if I'm using it in PvE and I'm trying to clear like let's say like an area of NPCs that are fucking me over quite a lot, because I think it's a lot harder for them to use the parry move on me. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use Chain Kick.
Original Blaze move 3.
Now Fire Nova is the last and ultimate move. So every single like magic set will always have like a form of an ultimate move, like a form, and the ultimates will get a lot crazier as you go through that down the line of like rarer moves. Like at the end of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you like an animation clip of like the Thunderbolt ult attack, which I'm gonna show you in an entirely separate video of how crazy that move actually is. Though I can't wait to show you guys the Thunderbolt and Brain Magic set. Actually, fucking chef's kiss. Fucking sublime, mate. But yeah, when you get to Fiery Nova, this is the ultimate attack for Fiery Nova. Straight from the anime as well, actually. I'm actually very glad that we could go ahead and like start making the game like actually look a bit more like 7 Deadly Sins, because I think when we started adding a bit more crazy shit, everyone was like, is Holy War X even a fucking 7 Deadly Sins game anymore? And yes, it is entirely. Now we have to say 7 Deadly Sins inspired, because as you guys know, as a 7 Deadly Sins sold so fucking hard with the animation, we have to start thinking on our fucking toes, mate, because we have to start thinking about to make the modes look cooler, make a lot more sense, and make sure the magic, so like the animation sold on, make the active like up that up. So it was a whole fucking deal for us, and I think we've done that pretty fucking swimmingly. Hi Quinn, how you doing? You staring at me, cheeky little bastard?
Hey man.
Yep. Yo, what the fuck? Okay, now with ice magic, it's one of the moves where it's one of the move sets where you actually put that fucking shark megalodon meat down out your fucking mouth. All right, now with ice magic, I think probably one of the common magics is easiest to explain how moves change depending on like where you're using them. I think Thunderbolt will probably be the best because we have like it's like chain moves. I'm gonna explain a lot easier in the mythical magic video, but the Thunderbolt has moves where like if you use the first move before the second move, then the second move has a different variant, and it's a whole thing. It's actually really cool. But yeah, now with ice magic, let's say if I was just to tap the move, it's a short fire burst.
I haven't seen ice magic in full yet.
A little knockback, and then like just right in front of me, so it's like a small little area in front of me, able to knock player back. But then if I go ahead and then hold it then becomes a projectile.
That's actually pretty dope.
So it can be used as long range, or it can be used as a burst attack. So if I'm like fighting ice, I want to lift them up and then go ahead and smack them away. Because this is actually the move that this is the magic set that I was using inside of the what's it called? That I was using inside the Minotaur boss fight inside of the movie. So that's actually probably one of my favorite common magics at the moment.
Damn. But then, and I don't remember that.
So when it comes to the second move, we've got the Icy Maw. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and show you first what the old initial first move of ice what ice used to look like. Now the second move is Icy Maw. So if I go ahead and tap it, the same as the first move, go ahead and tap it. Also a combo extender, but then it's right in front of me. So I can use that and then continue the combination. But then when it comes to if I hold the move, then it turns into a traveling move as well. So I can go ahead and switch into it and then use it as a combo extender. Now obviously I can change combat to a sense where the ending attacks can no longer be continued by the active ability, simply because the fact that what we found in testing is that too many infinite combos were being created, and it just became a whole ordeal and a whole problem. And we can't fucking have that in game, because we want you guys to be able to enjoy the game without getting infinite comboed, or we're also going to have another situation like GPO. So we don't want that. The games are meant to evolve over time, and we're meant to have progression within games and evolution. So let's lock in here, boys. Now, so when I go ahead and like smack ice away with these,
when is he going to talk about the progression?
I can then continue the combination.
Oh my, bro, is that TSB? Oh, bro.
All right, now what we're gonna go ahead is show the Moonlit Reaver. Now the only difference between when you hold the move with Moonlit Reaver is actually it turns into Block Breaker. So there's some moves like that, like the initial, the first move of Break Magic that I showed you guys at the very beginning. When you hold that, then it becomes a Block Breaker. So when you hold this, so if I was to, oh shit, if I was just use this move on ice, then he's able to block that and he'll be fine. But if I hold it for him, then it breaks his block, and then obviously you get guard broken and stunned, and it's a whole ordeal. So you don't want to really. I think when it comes to moves like those, you always have to be on your toes. So it's like you can be blocking in combat, because I know some of you boys out there like myself like to spam block when you're in these games just to make sure no one can really hit. Keep your guard up like Mayweather. So obviously when someone holds a move for a bit too long, that's when okay, it's no longer time to block, it's time to get the fuck out of here. Or you can be smart enough to try and use the parry notion. Go ahead and then press M2, and then you go ahead and parry their move, and then obviously they're going to be suffering from the attack. For what purpose did you need to smack them off the hill? What is wrong with you?
But the animation is so buns, bro.
Now the last move is actually just like, it's kind of like, this is the ultimate, but I think you kind of use it at the end of a combo. So it's the Hailstorm, little cutscene, little bunch of damage. Now as you can see with all of these moves, like everything that I've shown you for the Blaze Magic and the Ice Magic, so these are actually moves that they are, they're nice moves. They look cool and they look flashy, and they're also able to be extensions of the combat. So all the magic that we've made now, the way we've changed is to make sure that people aren't like in Holy War 3, people aren't going out of their way to like not going out of their way to only use magic moves to fight, but they're using magic to be an extension of the combat itself. Like the main core combat comes from like the actual way, like the actual M1s, our active abilities and your down tilts and XYZ, and then you start to use the magic as an extension of your combat. That's why you have to charge your magic, or that's why you need to use stamina to use your your weapon abilities and whatnot, and then you have to put your stats in to your magic reserves, or your combat skills, in order to allow you to like use all of this shit as an extension of the core combat itself. I'm sorry. I saw you and I just had to do it. Hey, I'm recording a video. Stop. Hey, stop. Now, to end off this video ever so brilliantly, I'm going to show you guys a few tiny sneak peeks on what's coming in the next few separate videos, which is the Mythical Magic Showcase stuff, the new upgraded UI with all its added features implemented into it, which is just far better for improving the quality of life in game, and then a teaser of the intro to the Caesar boss battle raid, which when we do that video, just like the Minotaur boss fight, I'll be recording with a few other YouTubers, which I'm close with, but I will also be looking on the platform for content creators who have been making Holy War X content, and then letting them in-game in groups to fight the Caesar boss, so that way they can upload their own experiences fighting the Caesar boss up to their own channels. I also want to add that we are adding a tiny bit more to the progression side of the game, as we are changing up our spin system just a little bit, so that way higher variants such as noble demons, goddesses, and elder giants are obtainable via progression rather than spins. Because in my old age, although like many others, I do fucking love money, but I also do feel like it's a sacrifice that we do need to go and take on board in order to make a more interesting and fun game. So yeah, a lot of the higher tier variants of races and also the combat styles are being changed from the spin system over to progression in game. We're still keeping it that you can use the spin system for like the lower tier races, and then
I told him to do this.
The spin system we made is like, it looks far too cool and looks far too addicting. So getting rid of it would be such a waste. Now please enjoy the singing of our lovely admin Sean whilst you watch these sneak peeks.
Love on the run.
Yo, this nigga can't sing.
Holding on, I don't want to lose. No, I can't let you go. Tell it to my heart.
Tell me I'm the only one in love. It's the game.
Tell it to my heart.
Bro. Okay, them guns actually look tough. Flame Bird. How to Train Your Dragon.
Tell it to my heart.
Okay, hold on.
Tell it to my heart.
Why is this actually tough?
Tell it to my heart. Tell it to the stars. Tell it to my heart. Tell it to my heart. Coming from the stars. Tell it to my heart.
Wait, why was the ending low-key kind of cinematic, bro? What the fuck?
I said hello and you said hold on. Are you retarded?
Be quiet,
Yo, is this
bro.
like endgame blooper? Oh my gosh.
Are you recording voice chat?
No, yes, bro.
Oh, what up, YouTube? Shit.
Okay, we'll end the video there. See you guys.